Let me walk you through step by step how a company protects a sexual harasser while making it seem like they're protecting you. Step one, you report it to HR. My boss told me he wants to have an intimate relationship with me. He controls my projects, my schedule, and my immigration sponsorship. HR responds. They say that we are going to separate you two, no more shared projects, and you will be assigned a new manager to control your schedule. That sounds like they're properly handling it, right? Here's what they're actually doing. Under California law, an employer is required to initiate an investigation as soon as a harassment complaint is made. They have to interview the complainant. They have to interview witnesses. They have to review all of the evidence and make written findings about what they determined. But what did they do? They interviewed the harasser himself, who told them that no, nothing happened. Then within 24 hours, they closed the investigation. No written findings, no evidence, no interview of you, no interview of the witnesses. All they really did was give you a manager reassignment email to protect themselves. Step two, they remind you what you stand to lose. In this case, the female employee was working in this country under a sponsored work visa, sponsored by the company. She reported sexual harassment, and the company immediately responded by letting her know what she stood to lose and affirmatively telling her, even though she hadn't asked, that it would continue to sponsor her despite reporting the harassment. To me, that sounds like reminding her what she stands to lose. That's HR reminding you that if you like living in this country, if you like your situation, if you don't want to be upended, you better remember that we control all of the strings. Step three is termination. Months go by, and the company acts like everything is normal. They keep emailing her about her visa situation, about renewal, and then one day, out of the blue, she's asked to come into HR, and boom, she's fired. Reason, a layoff, a restructuring. But in reality, she was the only one or part of a very select few that were laid off. Just a week or two before the H-1B lottery, the company had promised her they would support her to participate in. Under California law, temporal time proximity between reporting harassment and an adverse action taken towards your employment is an evidence that the jury or a court or arbitrator can use to infer the malignant action of the employer. Step four, the buyout severance offer. The employer now knows that this woman has a claim. And the first thing she gets after she got terminated is a severance offer. A severance offer that waves away her retaliation, her harassment, her mistreatment claims entirely for 1 week's pay. That is not a real severance offer. That is them knowing all of the circumstances that make them guilty and trying to purchase it for pennies on the dollar. Step five, sabotage. If she doesn't sign their BS severance offer, they are going to refuse as a company to sign her immigration paperwork. That refusal is going to cause her to spin out so that her focus is now on staying in the country or finding another job rather than addressing the fact that she's being wrongfully terminated and having the mental space to even call and ask an attorney if she has a case. Every step was made to look like legal compliance, but actually to make her falter and fall. Here's what I need you to understand. Every single thing that HR does is in service of the company and never in your service. They are running a playbook to build a written defense around the guilt that they know they have for what has taken place. Juries see through this all the time. In 2025, there was a verdict for $6 million where somebody was fired following a sham investigation revealed in the investigator's notes. In another case, a jury found $8.9 million for the plaintiff, where the employee was fired within 3 days of making a protected complaint of harassment. Even in arbitration, people are getting $1 and $1.5 million verdicts where these same facts that we've outlined here are found to be true. HR and the company did not fail to protect you. They were designed to protect themselves against you. That is where your case likely begins. My name is Sammy Harmouche. I'm an attorney with Workers Advocate Law Group. Click the link in my bio to get a free consultation.